What's up, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with moneybass.com, and today we're going to get into this video where I was out on Lake Lanier. I had some free time for the past maybe week or so, and I got out to the lake a few times and was able to get some good fish to the boat, able to cover some water and get a lot of practice in with the new setup with that Mega Live system, my 360 system. So if you guys are interested in fishing Lake Lanier, learning more about your electronics, things like that, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and always hit the like button if you're seeing some information that you like, and participate in the comment section. A lot of you guys have been staying in the comment section. You have some great questions, offering great suggestions and things like that. Let's just continue to help each other out so we can continue to get better out on the water. So basically with these videos that I'll be showing over the next few days are some trips that I took out to Lake Lanier. And what my focus is putting in time on the water. Number one, just seeing fish behavior, just learning things about different locations where the fish are at, just taking a look at different cover, structure, and things like that on my electronics, and just just dialing things in and getting a little better with it. So make sure you watch this video all the way to the end, because I will go ahead and go over the setups that you see me using in the video with the fish that I'm catching. All right, so real quick, the thing that I was focusing on also was, as you will see, there's a lot of wind. I'm fishing in windy weather. There's a lot of, sometimes you'll even see the water white capping a little bit. But the way I have my boat set up with my trolling motor, I have a 52-inch shaft, which allows the trolling motor itself to keep that blade down in the water. So when I used to have a 42-inch shaft on the trolling motor, when I hit some of those waves or some of those big boats come by, that trolling motor, the prop would come out of the water and it would kind of knock me off of my spot a little bit. With this 52-inch shaft, that allows me to stay in position a little bit better, along with spot lock, which is a major factor in what I'm doing. So like I said, it's going to be kind of windy, guys. I've left that audio in there because for me, I like the sound and everything of the outdoors. So I left the audio up so that you can hear everything that's going on. And all I'm doing is finding some locations offshore, checking out fish behavior, watching them on this Mega Live system. And again, make sure you watch the other videos that will be coming up, because I'll have some good footage of Mega Live imaging, some electronics imaging and things like that, to give you guys a better idea of what I am seeing whenever I'm out on the water. But let's go ahead and get into this video, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Go. We got some offshore action going on out here, guys. Getting very windy, but I'm still out here just practicing, having a little bit of fun on the lake. go. There's a lot of them down there. I can see them following this fish up on the Mega Live. It's kind of cold out here, windy. Fun day, fun day. Jacket out here, but wanted to get out here, have a little fun, get to some action. The waves, it's real rocky out here, but on my Minn Kota Ultrex trolling motor, I have a 52 inch shaft on there, so it's able to keep my my trolling motor in the water. But it's a nice fish right there. Out here having some fun, guys. Just wanted to get a few hours out here on the lake. Let's see if we can get one more. Alright, there we go, guys. Finishing up another good day out here on the lake. As you can see, out here having some fun again. Take a second to leave some comments down in the comment section. Let me know what you guys did this weekend. Did you fish some tournaments? Did you get your personal best? I will leave a link down in the description of what I did this weekend. I got my PB, but let's go ahead and get back in, guys. There you have it. So in this video, I wanted to just spend more time offshore, as you can see, focusing on getting a little better at catching fish offshore using my shaky head. So I would throw a moving bait, and using the Mega Live system, I could see whenever those fish would come off of the cover that they were on and maybe start coming towards the boat. And a lot of times for me, that means that those fish may not bite. So what I decided to do was use my shaky head and pitch that out there to those fish and see if I could get them to follow it down to the bottom. If I could, sometimes that meant that those fish would still bite even though they were pulled off of that cover. And in some cases, those fish did not all leave from that cover that they were on. So that worked out good for me. But wanted to go ahead and show you guys the setups that I was using, and make sure you look in the description area as always, because there's some good information in there along with the comment section. I do try to answer all of the comments that come through, but in the description section, I will show you a full, there will be a link to a full breakdown of my setup for my shaky head and for my drop shot rod. But just real quick, my setup on my shaky head is this is a Ducket Black Ice rod. It is a 7.2 power, and it's a medium rod. And the reel is a Fluger reel SP30. I run 20-pound high-vis yellow braid, and I run that to 12-pound Seagar in VizX line. I tried using 10 a few times, but as you will see in some of the videos that I put out a little later this week, that 10-pound line just wasn't quite enough to get those fish out of the cover whenever I would hook up with those. As far as the baits go, just pretty much just experiment with different type of baits. Try Z-Man, Zoom, trick worms, just different things just to see what you can get them to bite. It changes over time, guys, so you just have to kind of experiment with that. And that's pretty much it on my shaky head setup. On my drop shot rod, this is a 6'6" Micro Magic Ducket rod, and it is a 6'6". And on my drop shot setup, I have a 6'6" Micro Magic Ducket rod. This is a medium heavy rod. Sometimes I do use the medium, but I think they discontinued the 6'6" in a medium. But the medium, I kind of like to feel with that whenever you are getting those more finicky fish and they may just tap it a little bit, and you want to be able to set that hook on there before they can feel the resistance on it. Sometimes that comes in a little more handy. But as far as getting those fish out of the cover whenever they pull you down into it, I like that medium heavy rod. And again, I use the same reel, the Fluger SP30. I run the same line, either 15 pound or 20 pound high vis yellow line. And for my drop shot, I like using Seaguar Red Label 8 pound line. I've used Invisex a few times in some of the other 8 pound test line, but for me, I found that Red Label, it's a little stiffer line. I'm not really casting this or anything, it's going straight down, but I have found that it is a little more resistant to just break-offs, even when it's been frayed a little bit. So you may have to retie after you get caught in the you may have to retie after you get pulled down into the brush or anything like that. But that is pretty much the setup I use for that. And again, make sure you look in the description, and you will see the full setup that I use for those two rods. All right, guys, I really appreciate you supporting the channel. Please make sure you hit the like button, leave some comments. Let's go ahead and continue to support each other. The channel is growing, guys, and I really appreciate that core group that is always in the comments and supporting the channel. All right, guys, I will see you on the next one.